What's good? What's good, family? How is everybody doing? All right, so I got some energies that I'm tapping into right now. So let me explain how I'm picking this up, okay? I've been noticing for like the last 2 days, maybe three. There's just been a lot of sirens in my neighborhood, like way more than usual. Okay, way more than usual. And I've been noticing it. I think like 2 days ago, I think I heard like the ambulance 4 or 5 times come through the neighborhood, come through this general area. And I'm like, what's all these sirens, sirens, sirens? Something is moving in towards someone in the collective very, very quickly. It's almost like your spirit team is um operating in a sense of emergency. Like they're bringing something towards you that you are in need of. This could be information, this could be resources, this could be an individual, right? Something is coming towards you quickly. Your spirit team is on high alert, okay? High alert, um, and at the same time moving expeditiously to bring something towards you, to bring some sort of aid, some sort of assistance, whatever this may be, okay? Now, I pulled a state card to tap into the energy. I do that sometimes, like to figure out what the spirit wants to talk about. I'll pull a state card just to give spirit something to anchor the collective energy to. You do not have to be from this state. You don't have to have any ties or connections to this state. It's just a way that I sometimes channel energy. And what came out was Nebraska. Okay. Now, what I noticed at the bottom of this Nebraska card, right, it says one of the well three or two of the fun facts, okay, about Nebraska. Nebraska was once called the Great American Desert. Okay, so when I think about the word desert and I think about what a desert could be a dry place, a desert can be a void, right? A desert could be a place where you think, not much life is there, although there's a lot of life in the desert. But it says it was once called the Great American Desert. Now it has vast farmland and one of the largest handmade, hand planted forests in the country. Now that's significant. It goes from a desert to a forest state, a hand planted forest. All right. Something that was empty, okay? Something that was unoccupied, something in your life. This could again be energetic or this could be something in the 3D, okay? Um is is something springing forth. Your spirit team is bringing something forth to fill in a void. All right, to bring life to something that was deemed dead, okay, deemed empty, useless, unused, untapped. Okay, so you could be tapping into a new level of ascension. You could be tapping into new talents, new gifts, a new anointing. You could be tapping into something, or you could be revisiting something in a space within you that was lying dormant, and they're planting. You're planting, or you're being asked to plant in that space. Okay, so the second one that jumped out at me was, it says a fun fact about Nebraska is the 911 emergency communication system was developed in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is the capital. I live in the the capital city of Florida. So that's the ambulance, that's the EMT, that's the sirens that I've been hearing. There's some sort of emergency communication. You could be speaking a lot with your spirit team about something you're in need of, something you need them to resolve. You could be like calling on your spirit team to assist you with something. We're going to get into this energy. We're going to get into this energy and see what this is. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for tapping on this video and giving me a listening ear. I hope you stay through the whole message and receive what Spirit has for you today. Now, the first card I got out, did a little pre-shuffle. I got out investment. What came out was investment. Okay? Investment. So you could be, again, investing, or you could have been making micro investments, this Bitcoin, right? Making some sort of investment in a certain area of your life that is about to bring you a lot of reward, a lot of wealth, possibly. Okay. This could be, again, energetically. This could have to do with your spiritual growth and spiritual evolution, or this could have to do with tangible money, resources, and it could be both. It could be both, okay? We have honest work here. So this is definitely something that you've been working on. This could also be something that your spirit team is working on your behalf. And it could be both, okay? Now we have direction. Something is absolutely coming towards you, and you are on the right path towards it. It says your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided towards your success. All right. So something is definitely coming towards you. You're definitely heading towards it. Your spirit team has heard your request for assistance. They've heard your request for aid. All right. You've put your demands out there. Okay. You've put your demands on the table. So take this message how it resonates. For some of you, you have been asking for assistance on a specific particular thing. Okay. So we're going to get into this. All right, Spirit, tell us more about, I'm going to use the before tarot because I feel like this is something coming towards you. You know, it's not quite here yet, but it's coming. Okay, it's coming, and it's coming quickly. Clarify investment. We have the Queen of Cups. There's something that you are bringing up from the lower dimension of you. Okay, there's something you're bringing up from you emotionally. There's something that the soul is presenting to you. Okay, the soul. All right, there's something that the soul is presenting to you. There's an investment here in matters of the soul. Tell me more. This dolphin is jumping out at me. Tell me more. This is something ancient, something that belongs to you. It's something that belongs to you that you've been separated from. Okay, this could be a certain divine inheritance. This could be an actual birth inheritance. Six of Pentacles. This is something that you've been separated from that is being returned to you. Because in this deck, the Six of Pentacles is not so much about giving and receiving, but in the before tarot, the Six of Pentacles talks about not having anything to give. Okay, so whatever this is something that is yours. Maybe something that was taken from you. Okay, energetically, spiritually, divinely, financially, earthly. All right, it's being returned to you. It's being brought up from the depths, is what I'm hearing. It's being brought up from the depths. All right. And it's balancing the scales. It's going to balance the scales. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, which talks about taking something slow. Something coming up. It has been taking some time for this to arrive to you. It's been taking some time for this to arrive to you. This card is about self-discovery. You're discovering something. In you investing in either an endeavor or in yourself spiritually, you are discovering something. Okay. This investment that you are making, that you have been making in your life, in your growth, in your healing, you're discovering something about yourself because you made the investment. You made the investment. Okay. So you're retrieving something. Let's see. Clarify wealth, please. We have the King of Pentacles. So, what you are discovering, let me move this because I need to get this Queen of Cups. What you are discovering about yourself within is bringing something forth to you tangibly. Okay. So, it's almost like the tangible growth, whether that be financially, whether that be, just earth energy, how you show up in the earth, how you occupy the earth, how you provide for yourself, how you thrive, right? The healing that you have done is bringing up something from your spirit, from your soul, that is manifesting for you in the earth. And it's putting you in this King of Pentacles, male or female, okay? Male or female. Tell me more. We have the Moon. This is coming from your subconscious. This is coming from your heart. This is coming from your emotions. Some of you are going into your shadow aspect, and your shadow aspect is now communicating with your light aspect. Okay, there's a communication that is taking place. There's an integration that is taking place that is putting you in this frequency of abundance and wealth. The World. Yeah, you're completing a cycle here. You're completing a cycle here. Okay. Clarify honest work. We have Judgment. Judgment. Now, the Judgment card often does talk about people being under judgment, but it really is about, and see the horn? That is kind of resonating for me with the sirens of the EMT that I've been hearing a lot for like 3 days. Okay. There's some sort of forgiveness here. There's some sort of trumpet being blown. We talked about that. We talked about sound, the sound coming from heaven of your arrival. There's something in you that was dormant. See how they're in the coffins? They're in the coffins floating on the water. This has to do with your emotions. Something was dormant. Something was dead even, possibly in your emotions. Okay, something you weren't feeling, you didn't feel it, you wasn't feeling like doing it, you wasn't feeling like participating, maybe there was a blockage in your heart space. But there's a sound coming because you have awakened something. You are awakening something. There's forgiveness and healing that's coming to something. Awaking from the dead. You might be having a Lazarus moment. For those of you who are familiar with the story of Lazarus, you might be having a Lazarus moment where your spirit team is speaking to you in a certain aspect of yourself and calling you to come forth, calling you out of, that deceased energy, right? Something that was once buried even in you. Something that was buried in you is receiving new life because you've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the work. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, this is a sound of arrival. My head is tingling. This is a sound of arrival. This is a sound of celebration. Okay. Clarify. Can't make this up. Wheel of Fortune. Mm-hmm. You're being given something spiritually that is about to alter your life earthly, right? The work that you've been putting in has caused something to wake up in your spirit. All right. And spirit is sharing with you and talking to you about your heart space and about your feelings. Okay, so this is heavy divine feminine energy. Heavy divine feminine energy. You tapping into your divine feminine and allowing yourself to feel all of the things that you were once suppressing, once keeping down, once had buried in a coffin within you. Like, I don't want to go into that. I don't want to talk about that. This could be childhood trauma. This could be past lifetime trauma. This could be things that you kind of suppressed or was suppressed in you. Okay. Your spirit team is starting to share and uncover those things. And it's going to bring a turn in your fate. We talked about that also on Sacred Empowerments, the one that I put up today. Okay, and it is because I don't know when this video is going to come out. So it is December 6th. All right, on December 6th, we put up a Sacred Empowerments, and it talked about a turn in your fate. You've changed your fate. You changed your direction. The direction you were headed was not sufficient, nor was it where you were supposed to be going. But because you had so many things, maybe possibly traumas that you were suppressing, it had you acting out your life in a way that didn't honor you. Now, because you have been putting in the honest work to receive the necessary healing, okay? Because the judgment card can also be about healing. It's changed the course of your life. Clarify direction. We have the King of Cups on the bottom. I have to acknowledge that, because in this deck he is completely disconnected from his heart space. He is completely disconnected. He's not even reaching for the cup. Okay? Like, he ain't, I ain't trying to fuck with none of that. I ain't trying to feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't do me no good to be having no feelings around here. This is the energy he's sitting in. He mean mugging like a motherfucker. He's given apathetic. You know, he's not interested in feeling anything. Okay? So this is the energy that had you going the wrong way, whether you knew it or not. Now, because you've allowed yourself to tap into this Queen of Cups energy, You've changed the course of your life. Let's get this direction card. Tell me about direction, spirit. Your purpose is unfolding slowly. King of Wands. So this is where your masculine energy is coming in. Your masculine energy is receiving clarity about which way she or he should go. Okay? Yeah. And the courage with this lion at the bottom, and the calmness. You know, the lion is there, but it knows that it's like the king of the jungle, right? And I know some people say, well, lions don't live in jungles, but if you watch the nature program like I do, you'll find out that there actually is lions in the jungle. It actually is. Anyway, you're learning what steps you need to take, and you are developing the courage to take those steps. You're finding your passion, and this passion is this Three of Cups energy that comes with the forgiveness, which comes with the awakening, right? And when you recover that passion that is connected to your heart source, which is connected to your lower third, right? It changes your life. It changes the way in which you move, what you pursue. It changes everything. It just changes the way you perceive, even why am I here? You know, like, what am I actually here to do? And it gives you the zeal to go towards that. And that's what this is with this direction card. Clarify the King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. See, this is the divine feminine offering you what belonged to you the whole time. Okay? It belonged to you. This direction that you're headed towards, and take this how it resonates, okay? This direction that you're headed towards is a purpose and a destiny that belongs to you specifically. Okay. But this other energy had to be rectified in order for you to tap into this, because it has to be done from your passion center. It can't be done from intellect. It can't be done as a hobby. It can't be done as just something like I kind of like it, but I mean, it's a lot of work. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is something that you're very passionate about, and it's headed towards you. So all of this is taking place because somebody in the collective has been putting out the clarion call to their spirit team to help them navigate their 3D existence. Help them understand. Somebody has been putting a demand on their spirit team, on the Most High, on Source, whoever you speak to, your ancestors even, okay? Give me one more on this King and Queen of Pentacles. This is this direction with this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. That's a cool match. That's a cool match, okay? Because we got the King of Pentacles over here. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at balance. Somebody's finding their balance. Look. 9 of Pentacles. Yep. This is going to bring you to your place of abundance. And this is also clarifying that I am talking about a single person who is balancing their masculine and feminine aspect and finding their divine path and their divine purpose and their inheritance, their wealth, their abundance, both energetically, spiritually, and earthly, because they're directly connected. This is beautiful. Clarify success. Ace of Pentacles. Boom. There it is. Your manifestation is on the way and it's coming towards you quickly. Your success is coming towards you quickly. Look, there's the 10 of Cups with the rain, right? You've gone through some things. You've experienced some things. It's funny because I was just sitting on the porch. It has been raining here for like 3 days straight. Literally. And I started singing, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And it's still raining, okay? But even with it raining, like even with some things, the sky not all the way being cleared up, this 10 of Pentacles represents you being able to see the sun in the midst of the rain. You are reaching a certain place vibrationally. I'm going to put that 10 of Cups back. But your manifestation is coming through. The sun is shining through for you. The success is coming through for you. Oh my God, I love this. Look, because you opened up that heart space. You opening up the heart space. Yes, collective. Yes, child. Spirit is bringing this to you. Oh, you're about to have an overflow. Look at this cup. Look at this cup. It's overflowing from within out. From within out. I could just do a cartwheel, but I won't. I won't. Okay? The heart. Oh, been working. Somebody's been working all that hard. Yes. And here you are talking to the Most High, talking to the Mother, the Father, talking to your ancestors. Here you are asking for a sign. I'm not going to cry, but I feel somebody in the collective. I feel you. Okay. You've gone through the tears of sadness and hurt and all of that heaviness. These tears that are coming to you, I'm going to tell you something. This is about to be so sweet for you. It's about to be so good for you that those tears are about to be turned into tears of absolute pure joy. Because one thing you know is that you manifested this, and you manifested it through your personal power. Strength. You had a lot of things coming up against you. Okay? Look what you did. You took this lion that's raging and roaring and trying to intimidate your feminine aspect and keep your feminine aspect pushed back, keep you away from your feminine aspect, and you submitted it and put it under your feet and turned it into something that now assists you. It assists you now. Okay, I gotta get another deck. I got another deck. Okay, Spirit. Where you want me to go? Where you want me to go? Take my time. Let me see where she want me to go, y'all. I'm going to get this one. This the one right here. I'm going to get this one. Or do I want that one? No, I'm going to get this one. Okay. Let's get into this. I am so happy. I am so happy for you. Whoever this is resonated with, I am so happy for you. Because you have already changed your life. And let me help you understand something. Everything, you might still be in that 10 of cups, okay, with that rain coming down. Just a little bit more rain, just a little bit more, but that rainbow is still there, right? The 10 of cups is still there. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah. All right. Tell us some more, Spirit. Tell us some more. Photographs. Seek advice from others. Listen. Anxiety about the past or memory. Yep. Need to focus on important things. So this is what you did. This is what you begin to invest in. Healing past traumas, past things, past memories, regurgitating old conversations that offended you, regurgitating even some of you have been doing a lot of past life regressive work, okay? Let it be. You're learning to let the past be. Embrace the journey with openness, trusting the universe to lead you toward your greatest fulfillment. I'm taking that one out. So you're working through these past things that had your heart source. And let me help you understand, because people always harp about, your sacral and your solar and your root and stuff like that. But the chakra system is all connected. They're not separated from each other. But more importantly, once you get to the throat chakra, you're entering into a whole nother dimension. So from your throat chakra to your crown chakra and to the outside chakras, that is somewhat like there's a think of it as a beach, like where the water and the shore. So the throat chakra is like the shore. Everything underneath is the waters, okay? And they're all connected. So your heart space is in the same vicinity as your solar, your sacral, and your root. So what you bring forth in the earth is directly connected to your heart. All right. When you start getting to the throat chakra, you start dealing with crown energy. That's the shore. All right. That's the upper. Okay. So it's all connected by you doing the work in your heart space to deal with those emotions that were still lingering there and had shut your heart space down. By you going in and healing those things and learning to embrace the journey, learning to let the past be the past and not affect your future, not affect your present, but take from the past what you can. Take the lesson and let it be. Right? By you doing that, you really are unlocking a whole new fate for yourself. Okay? A whole new destiny. Charge, be patient, strong, bonds and connections, connect with others in a significant way, physical and forgiveness. Physical renewal and forgiveness, new ideas. So this healing is allowing the upper realms to now receive new communication and new connections. There's a new energy that is being added to your spirit team that you also could be communicating with and connecting with. Okay. There's a new energy that is coming in to assist you. All right. um but this is about forgiveness, and it landed right here on this judgment card where I was talking about the judgment card in this deck talks about forgiveness and what healing. Bottom of the deck, boom, sitting right there. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. You're healing from utilizing distractions, vices, whatever it is that you were succoring yourself with. You're no longer doing that. You have stopped doing that. You don't even need to anymore because you have decided to do the healing work. Yeah, you could have had a lot of hardships, a lot of difficult times, a lot of delays, okay? A lot of struggles. And because of that, you were allowing things to distract you. You are using something to distract you from the struggles you felt you were having or from the hardship that you had in the past. But you've stopped doing that and allowed yourself to recharge, allowed yourself to give yourself renewal, physical renewal. Something in your physical life is being renewed because you have found your safe space. You have created your safe space. Tell me some more. Oh, anarchist, violent, obsessed, single-mindedness, rowdy, unwieldy, discontented, angry, fear, and confusion, ego-driven. Okay, okay. You've been really focused on something to the point that where people may be looking at you as like a and who cares about what people look at you like, but I'm just bringing this up because it really speaks to the zest in which you have gone towards changing your inner world and your outer world. You went full throttle. Clarify, anarchist. And people are perceiving you somewhat like, oh, I don't know if she got it all. I don't know if what is he doing. It's not really their business, right? But this is the way you're being perceived, but it's working out in your favor as it always was going to, because sometimes when you want healing, healing is not a cute, dainty process at all. Okay, there's nothing dainty about healing. If you've ever had any kind of surgeries, once the surgery is over, you got bandages, there's pus, you got to keep it clean, you got to make sure the stitches don't get dirty. You know what I mean? Like it's you got to, there's sometimes where you have certain incisions and they pack the incision, right? And then they bandage it up. Well, every day or so, you got to unbandage it and snatch. You can't just take the bandage out and just take the little gauze out of there. They literally tell you to snatch the gauze out of the wound, because when you're snatching it out, you're snatching away any impurities, you're snatching away any bacteria that doesn't need to be in there, you're snatching away anything that could hinder the healing process. Healing is not cute, and so that may be why Spirit is bringing up that this is the energy that people see you in, because yes, it was a violent process. You had to sacrifice some things, you had to snatch some things out to get the job done. Okay, to get the healing done. But you did that. You did that. Yeah, scrutinizing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That they could be, looking at you with a little bit of scrutiny in their eyes, but it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You're showing people exactly what healing looks like and what healing will do for you. I've said it and I'll say it again. It's not enough to have the whole world and lose your soul. So many people be so focused on just having some perceived abundance or perceived wealth, money, luxury, things, stuff, and they care nothing about what they need to actually do. Since they exist in this third dimension, we're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're not here to just allow our souls to sit dormant while our consciousness with its childlike self is focused on money and all of the things that comes with just existing. Like, that's not the way this goes. But you understood that and you did that, and now you're about to have both the divine healing and the divine resources and the divine inheritance and the divine abundance. Wait till I get my money right. Feeling stuck, resentment, inner demons. That's what you dealt with. That's what you dealt with. Feeling emotionally drained, sickness, loss. Be careful of people you do not know. Reckless. That's what this, I'm going to put this with this one because I feel like that goes with the anarchists. People were looking at you like you were a little reckless. Okay? But you, while they were looking at you reckless, you were trying to get out of feeling stuck. Get out of, being under the sway of inner demons. Allowing yourself to be distracted from the healing that you needed to do. So they'll just have to look at you like you're a little reckless. Because, yeah, maybe sometimes you do need to just wreck house. You need to just tear it all up. Shit. You're holding on to structures and energetic energies and things like that on the inside that shouldn't even be there. Sometimes you got to come in there with a wrecking ball in the spirit, and you got to bring the tower down. You got to do it yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. No punks around here. We have the sun. Okay? Bending under pressure, overwork, egotistical, bragging, blinded by fame, flaunting superiority, minor health issues. The sun was not shining. The sun was not shining for you, but it is now. It's going to be, and it could still be again, raining a little bit. It's still a little rainy. Like, I was outside and it's raining, but yet I'm hearing the song that I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Well, in the 3D, it's not gone. It's actually very wet out there. But on the inside of me, it's gone. I can see it's going to be a brighter day. And this is the energy, okay? This is the energy. New opportunities. Be patient. Yeah. Make the best out of the situation. Do not give up during hard times. Rebirth. Remote control. Everything is under control, right? Rebirth, taking the wheel, selective, able to control and manipulate the outcomes, multiple choices, options. You're about to have so many options. I don't know what you have been working towards as it relates to the earth energy and what you're bringing forth in the earth for yourself, for your family, for humanity, whatever the case may be. But you're about to have so many options and so many choices. There are doors opening for you, and it is because you have decided to heal. You decided to heal. No matter what it costs me, no matter who it costs me, I'm going to heal this shit. And you've changed your fate because of it. You've changed your fate because of it. Okay. Where we want to go? Or are we done? Let's get some more of these and then we'll close it up. Or do I want to get that one? I do. I want to get that one. If you are still here at this juncture of the message, please take a moment to hit that like button. Smash that motherfucker, okay? Show the channeling and your girl some support. Thank you to all of my returning viewers, my soul tribe. I really greatly appreciate y'all. To all of my new viewers, if this is your first time seeing or hearing me, go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe, all right? Turn on your notification bell so you know when your girl is back with another message. All right, Spirit. Let's get into some earth energy. What is the collective about to what is on the way for the collective? Because I feel like it's on the way towards you. And it's coming quickly. It's coming quickly. It's coming quickly. Wake up. Wake up. What is on the way to the collective? Thank you. Wellness. Winning. Wellness. Yup. You are stepping into healthiness, wholeness, spiritually, physically. You're winning something. The Wheel of Fortune is turning for you because the winning card says sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. So somebody in the collective is actually about to either hit the lottery. If you into that kind of thing, I don't know, but you're about to win something. I feel like you're just about to be winning at life, period. In whatever way that is important to you, in whatever way that you asked for assistance. Okay, because you put in the spiritual work. You did the work. You could work in the spirit in spirituality, okay? That's about to work out for you. Home-based. Somebody could be moving. Somebody could be receiving a new home, okay? Buying a new home. Your environment is changing. Home is the harbor of the soul. It is the safest place you can be. So somebody is absolutely tapping into the frequency that their soul brings to their life, really tapping into that heart space, the root chakra, going under the waters to deal with what lies at the soul level. Okay? Surprise. Yep. Be ready for change. Somebody is definitely moving and changing their environment. Somebody's about to have the finances to put themselves in a better place as it relates to where they live, where they reside. This could be moving in a different city. This could be moving, out of somebody's house, okay? Out of, going from roommating with somebody to having your own place. Or moving out of a house that you no longer like and you just want your own. Maybe you're going from renting to owning. It has something, independence. Yeah. Independence. Clarify winning. Endings. It's time to say goodbye. You're about to be given something financially that is going to move you away from or out of a particular environment. So if that is something that you have been requesting from your spirit team to help you with, this healing that you have done was directly connected to something that you were experiencing in your life that you ready to move out of, but you had to do the healing first. Clarify wellness. New beginning. Boom. Boom. Okay? Straight like that. Wait till I get my money right. You know what I mean? So you're about to have a whole new reset. Home base. Home base. Authority. Be self-confident. Take on the role of a leader, and everyone will respect you. You're showing other people as well, okay, what healing at the soul level can do for you, because it clears up the channel between the upper realms and the lower. The upper world and the underworld actually are supposed to communicate with each other. They're separated because there's a lot of heavy consciousness, okay? There's a lot of things that we are, a lot of memories and a lot of things we hold on to, and it kind of blocks the line of communication, all right? But when you heal that, it allows for the upper world, heaven and hell, to communicate. Okay, if you want to think of it like hell, and heaven, you know what I'm saying? Not just use that symbolically, but the underworld and the overworld, they're supposed to communicate. All right. And I feel like you are showing a lot of people, possibly in your household that you're about to be moving out of into your own space, or whatever the case may be. It could be family, it could be people in your community, it could be people in the world in general, right? There's something about the authority that you sit in that is going to be an example to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Clarify surprise. Alchemy. Transform the situation. For some of you, you went into a particular environment so that you could regain a certain self-confidence. All right. You went into a particular environment, or whatever environment you're in right now. The lesson was to teach you your authority. Teach you your authority. This surprise, people around you are going to be very surprised, because this home base is still giving me people on the outside looking in of what you've been alchemizing, right? But they're going to be surprised how you turned yourself around and your situation around, your circumstance around. They're surprised that you have been able to, really step into this new beginning. Mm. Yeah, they're surprised at that. You could even be surprised, to some degree. To some degree, right? Um, the way you have transformed this situation is beautiful. It is beautiful the way you have done this. Clarify independence. We have power on the bottom of the deck. You have really stepped into your personal power and authority. Vacation. So um when you begin to receive the tangible, spirit wants you to take time to recharge. Okay? Take time to go on a vacation, like literally. All right? Um Experience the freedom before you kind of get into biting off different things and different situations. Just go, and go by yourself. Go alone. Okay? Go on a vacation. Yeah. Because you've been doing a lot of shedding. A lot of shedding. But you're finding your path now, right? You're finding your path. It says finding the right path to fit with the soul, the ideal job. You're meant to be here. Transformation. Anything else, Spirit? Fruits of your labor are here. You're about to reap a beautiful harvest. A beautiful harvest, collective. Anything else? Helping hand, closed doors. You're never going to need anybody's help. If you need it or have in the past, okay, you're going to be very self-sufficient, even more so. So even if you're self-sufficient now, that's dope, okay? But you're going to be even more so self-sufficient, because maybe there were some doors that had been closed in your face at some point. But those doors are not needed anymore, because you're walking into new doors. You're walking into new doors, new opportunities. So whereas you may have needed a helping hand, you are now going to become the helping hand. Okay? If you choose to. But Spirit is saying, even with that, be very careful All right. Be very careful. There could be a lot of people reaching out to you in the future, um, asking for assistance, asking for help. This could be past people. This could be some of these people that thought you was reckless, that saw you as an anarchist. You know what I mean? These could be those same people that are now going to want to see if you can help them. So just use your wisdom and beware. For some of you, you may be starting, your business is about to take off, okay? For some of you, your business is about to take off. Spirit is saying to be careful giving people that you are familiar with, whether this be friends, but more particularly family. Be very careful giving them jobs off of the strength that they are family, okay? Be very careful about that. You're about to step into a lot of success, though. You're stepping into a lot of success. You're on the road to success. All right. Um, yeah. All right. This was an awesome read. I'm so glad I decided to tap into the collective and see what we all needed to hear, what you needed to hear. Again, please hit that like button. Show your girls some love. Leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you. All right. I'm so excited for whoever this resonated with, and honestly, I'm very proud of you as well. Okay, for whatever that means to you. You know what I'm saying? But I am very proud of you for doing this. I'm proud of anybody who actually does the work and begins to change their life from the soul out. From the soul out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do, and it's not easy to do. So, congratulations, whoever you are. There's a lot of good things coming towards you. So just be patient. Prepare yourself to receive it. Okay, all right, because your cup is about to be overflowing, hun. Your cup is overflowing around here. All right. I love you guys. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on your notification bell so you know your girl is back with another message. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, family? Peace.